Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and you'll see more videos like these. So today I am in the Art by Marlene journal that I got as a gift from one of my very dear friends for my birthday. And I'm going to be using the paper outside of the journal, which I really like, that you can take the paper outside of the journal and work on it like that. And you saw that I had my little my little Ivytree Studio journal there, where I keep all my TNs, my traveler's notebooks, and all of the die cuts and cutouts that or she calls it cute cuts, that I've cut out previously. I made a little pocket in this journal. I think it's time that I do a video on how to make the journal and the pockets and the everything. Then you guys can do it for yourselves too. If you don't want to do it for yourself, hit me with a DM if you're in South Africa, and I can make one for you and ship it off to you at a cost, which I will then mail you. So I just put that little pocket kind of thing in it, and then keep all my cute cuts in there so that it stays with the kit and so that I don't lose it. And right about here is where I remembered that Ansu, the teacher in her, gave me a tip for doing this. It's to stick it with washi at the back so that your lines are continuous, as though it was one piece of paper, and then you can just take it off afterwards. Very clever trick, and I'm glad that I remembered it in the end because it was needed. And so for this painting piece, all I did was take 3 different hues of this, I think it's sea glass and mermaid tail and whatever the colors are of the DecoArt Americana, and I just took a flat brush and in long down strokes did like a blend. I don't know what kind of blend this is, but that's what the blend is. I liked the colors and I really like the effect. So I'm going to be doing some stenciling using the Room 5 graphics stencils. These are made by a local lady, South African lady, and I absolutely love her stencils. They are a very good quality. And so here what I did is I took a very wet baby wipe and picked up some of that lighter color. I knew that it was going to smush underneath the stencil, and it's kind of the look that I wanted specifically with this cracked stencil, is that smushing for the texture. Okay, so did the wet wipe, picked up the paint, and just put it very smushily through the stencil. Then I'm going to be doing what I have been doing pretty much in every video since I found these makeup brushes. These are makeup blending brushes from Shortcuts Craft. I'm sure she'll be able to let you know where she bought them, or you can pick them up from her. They're very cost effective. I've looked at the Tim Holtz ones. They are very costly in the sense that you can only use them for those colors kind of thing. So this is the first small one I've seen, really small one I've seen, and it works with gelatos. That seals the deal for me. Anything that works with gelatos, which gelatos pretty much work with everything. So that's enough of that. I took this stencil and I am just putting it, or picking up the color from my non-stick craft mat with my gelatos with this brush and stenciling it through the stencil to give these, it's like a hazy image of a rose, I'm guessing, in the background. I dried that up, and then I want to just put my little console cutout from Ivytree Studio. I want to put that in that bottom right hand corner, but before I do so I want to do some stamping in the background. First I thought I was going to do this Creative Retreat stamp, but then I ended up doing a Kaiser Craft stamp that says bloom in such a way that you make the whole world beautiful, and I really like that, especially with the flower image of these cut flowers in this little jar, mason jar. I remembered the word, Vanessa. It's a mason jar. Oh, yay. I can never remember that word, and she always helps me out, and I appreciate that. So then I'm just seeing where this image will be, and then stamping some of the florals and leaves from this stamp set in the background so that it then creates a different layer of texture, it being black and white or black and whatever over the background image and not as colorful and vibrant as the front image. I very much like that. So I'm going to be using gel medium. This is just normal dollar gel medium that I put in a little container, and I didn't have any Mod Podge, and so gel medium works fine. The thing is, I printed on an inkjet printer, so I cannot overwork the image because I will smear all of the ink on this page. Although I found with the gel medium, it kind of seals it in pretty neatly. It wasn't too smudged or smeared or anything like that. But I didn't use a heavy hand. I really did work very gently with a soft flat brush over it, so as not to completely ruin the image by dragging it all along the page. This specific Cute Cut by Ivytree Studio has layers to it, and beautiful, very simple instructions on how to layer them. I didn't use all the layers. I just wanted this very center flower kind of layered on top there, which was great for me. And then I'm thinking to myself, I know that it needs a bit of something else, so I'm just going to be following this image through to the top left corner so that it works kind of in a diagonal line from the bottom right to the top left. And I just stamp some black flowers on top of that cracked wall and stenciled roses, and it just completes the image for me. So what I'm going to be doing next is taking a just a texture writing stamp, and I put that in Creative Retreat Gargoyle ink, which is a light gray ink, and I just stamped that in various places. It's very soft, very in the background. Then I took some all-purpose inks. These are made specifically for the Fantastic Sticks. Fantastic Sticks, I don't know how you say that. And I just picked some of it up with a brush and kind of smeared it over the top of the page so that it would drip down. It didn't drip as much as I wanted it to, or run as much as I wanted it to, so I just added some water and shook it a bit and called that a day. Took it offside to dry it. And then, yeah, can't get enough of this blending with the gelato, so I'm adding a bit more of that in this soft peppercorn color. It's very light gray, and I quite like that. And it just added some depth to this page. Taking off the washi and taking it over to put it in my journal, but before I do so, I wanted to add some white art marks. So I took my Faber-Castell Pit Artist pen. This is a big brush in a white bullet nib, and I just added some crosses and dots in various places, filling in some empty spaces. And then I took my I think this is the Uniball Signo. There you go, Uniball Signo white gel pen, to outline my page as a whole. I do find it a bit tricky, especially over the gel medium, for it to show, but I like that actually more because it had that sketchy feel to it. And then I'm going to be taking some Nuvo crystal drops in this little or in this beautiful color that matches the teal background, and I'm just going to be putting some dots in various places so that, and then leave that to dry before I put it over into my journal. I also wanted to stamp the date, so I used some Brilliance ink in white to stamp the date at the bottom. I like double stamping it, and so that's what I did. Then I took some more of this all-purpose ink, mixed it with a little bit of water, and used a fan brush just to spray that all over. This is the champagne mist color, and it just has this beautiful sheen to it that I love. Beautiful shimmer and shine, and calling it a day. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more videos like these, remember to subscribe. This video was done for Ivytree Studio design team. We are called the Ivy League. I love that. And so I just want to give a shout out to them. Thank you. Bye-bye.